welcome back to the Anime Analysts podcast. We're back with another episode.
Yep, another Tuesday, another episode. I guess this is coming out on Thursday, but we always film on Tuesdays.
But
how are you? How's life?
I'm good.
Nice.
Finally, fully into the swing of school.
Nice.
I feel comfortable again in school, and I feel like I've gotten to the point where I'm not fuck, I don't want to be in school. I'm just all right, I got to do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the third week. I've gotten 2 weeks in. I just know I need to do it.
Yep.
But
I've sucked it up. I'm like, you know what? I can either bum and then fucking have to take a fifth and a half, or I can just get her done.
Yeah. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm so tired for no reason. Tired for no reason whatsoever. I took a nap, like a little 20-minute power nap, and that made me feel better. But I kind of feel groggy and gross a little bit.
Yeah.
I know I slept with my mouth just wide fucking open.
Breath stanky.
Dude, I apologize if it wafts its way to you because it's
through the microphone. Is that bad?
Oh, so bad. Apologize to the viewers too if they can smell it. It's fucking rough right now. But besides that, I'm doing good. Life's been treating me well. Life is good. Got good friends. I've always got a full belly. I got nothing to complain about.
Here we go.
Oh yeah,
that's all you can ask for.
Exactly, the small things in life. How has anime consumption been for you recently?
It's been good. I feel like the last few weeks we've been really on track with what we've been wanting to watch, and I feel like our episodes have finally started to feel like full episodes rather than us just bullshitting through something because we're actually consistently watching stuff.
Exactly.
And then we plan an episode the week before and we're like, watch this, and we've both actually been watching it.
Yep.
So we have shit to talk about now.
Yeah.
But
I created my own personal Google Doc that I've been keeping updates on stuff for accountability reasons. That's a big thing I've been doing recently for myself is accountability. I've been really trying to develop self accountability in terms of just the small things in life, just fucking, making sure my hygiene's where my hygiene should be, making sure, I'm doing my part around the apartment, making sure I'm checking, and it's stuff that, it
all makes you feel so much better too.
So much better.
Oh my God, I just figured this out today. Big accountability thing that I'm going to pursue from now on is I did the reading for my discussion this week, and I understood everything that was happening in class, and I talked 4 times. I was like, holy fuck, I'm not just an idiot. The readings are actually easy to understand, and people know what they're talking about because they do the readings. Yeah, and I hadn't done any of them this semester yet.
No, it's crazy what happens when I do my schoolwork instead of letting or I'm not going to say that and criminalize myself and get kicked out of the university. Instead of bullshitting my schoolwork.
Yeah.
Which I mean, there's something to be said about if you can, get good grades and do half the work, then you've figured it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm not satisfied by that anymore. There was something about the start of this semester that made me just fucking despise school. Just despise it. And now pushing, taking interest, pushing myself into it, reading the scripts I have to read, reading the articles that I have to read for class, engaging in discussions in my classes. It's made school a lot more fun for me.
I think what clicked for me today and over this past week, actually doing shit, why I think I need to start doing it is because when I don't do well in school and I feel like I'm not understanding as well as other people, it makes me deep down feel like I'm never gonna get a job.
Yeah.
I'm not even understanding what we're talking about in class. How am I ever gonna get do this for work?
Yeah. No, fully.
But then when I can talk in class, I'm okay, I'm enjoying this. I could do this if I got hired somewhere.
Yeah. If I put in the work, there is no doubt that I can do it. That's it's an easy concept to understand, but it's one of those things that's a lot easier said than done. Actually doing a reading, dude. It's crazy, dude. We had a reading for this class. It's by this guy named Richard Dyer, and it's called The Matter of Whiteness, and it's basically just about restructuring this idea of
is this in playwriting?
No, this is this literature class that I'm in.
Read that.
I would maybe it's a social or it's a critical race theory class. And so it's basically just about the idea of nationality versus ethnicity and how that applies. It was 44 pages, thin margins, small writing. I read the whole thing, got to class, and dude, I felt like such a little genius.
Like a rock star.
I felt like a rock star. Cause people were making claims, and I didn't say this stuff out loud. I kind of contributed where I can contribute, but people were making claims, and I was like, that's wrong. I'm like, that's just wrong. And I know that's wrong. And this is in the text where that's wrong.
Yeah.
And I felt like such a pimp, but I was like, I'm not going to call them out. I've been in that spot.
Yeah, that was like, mine was 38 pages today.
Yeah.
I read the whole thing, and then we had to like break into groups, and then we had to like present what we talked about.
Yeah.
And like immediately we got into the groups, and he like put up the questions that we're supposed to answer to the class, and they were like, oh, what? Like, I didn't really read this. And I was like, bang, bang, bang. Fucking pow, pow. I was like, you guys owe me.
Yeah. Now you carried your weight.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm bitching about school a lot, but I got assigned a group project today. And luckily it's one of those just intro business classes that I got asked to take. And luckily one of the other people in my group is a senior. But we got assigned a group of 5 people, and the professor was like, if your people aren't here yet, they'll probably be here on, Thursday. Like, some people miss class. 5 people, only 3 of my people were there. And it's 5 people's worth of work.
I hate that.
I hate group projects, dude.
I do too.
Let me do it. It's not like that I'm like, oh, I'm going to do it better than these people. If it's 5 people's worth of work and we are off the rip down 2 people, this is not setting me up for success.
And they were like fine in high school because it's high school work. But as soon as you get to college, you're like, as soon as they're like group, I'm like, fuck, dude.
I don't want to do this.
Just give me a fucking assignment and let me do it myself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'll probably put in the same quality of work and everything like that. But the fact that I'm not having to rely on others.
And it's just an extra stress, waiting for them to do it. Like, I wait till the last minute to do shit, but not in a group project.
No.
And people in group projects wait till the last minute. I'm like, have they even fucking started
yet? There's something about like the social pressure that comes with group projects that really makes me look like I deserve my dean's list that I get, which I do not deserve.
I get that too, and I just like, I feel like I did nothing.
I'm like, how the fuck? It's like, oh, congrats on your 3.5. I'm like, really? I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Fucking no way. But let's talk about like the thing that we made this podcast for, anime.
Should we get in the bev?
Yeah, let's hit the bev.
Before we get into what we watched.
Ramune.
Sangria.
Sangria. These, everyone's had one of these.
I've never had one of these.
What? No fucking way. You never went to like Wasabi and got one? And like the dude flipped the fucking broccoli in your mouth and was like, ice cream, as he put the butter on the thing. You never did that?
Oh,
wow.
I go to Hibachi.
Yeah. Just
a couple times a year. I've just never had one of these.
These things are sick.
I think I do the sake bombs.
I see. I'm not an alcoholic, so. All right. Oh, guess what this is, by the way?
What?
This is like my first soda in like 6-7 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really trying to cut back on soda.
Impressive.
How the fuck do you like do it? Oh, we're doing it wrong. No, we're not. I'm retarded.
Oh shit.
What, did you get it?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to do it? Oh, do you bust out the top piece?
That's what I did, and then I used my thumb.
Oh, okay. Give me one sec. Holy shit.
Peach flavored. It smells very peachy.
It's probably going to be kind of like that.
Made with real sugar. It's not your sucralose.
Yeah. This time they're not beating around the bush. Give me the good stuff. Who knows? This could make me fucking wired. Oh, that's a scary noise. Oh, I love that sound.
That's refreshing. I like that.
How did you get more than like a little bit out of that? I got like a sip.
I didn't seal my lips on it.
Oh. Little ASMR action for you.
Very refreshing.
That is really good. I like that a lot.
I wish it was a little colder. But
I kind of wish it was more liquid in it because I just took one drink and I'm fucking and it's gone.
I know.
It's like when I buy a 12-pack of soda, sit down, play like 20 minutes of video games, take one sip of the drink, put it down, pick it up again, and it's just fucking empty. And it's just empty. And I'm like, was that me that did that? I'm like, did I really just kill that? Pisses me off so much.
Mm-hmm. But, okay, Bowen.
Yes.
To the anime. What have you watched and read this week?
Oh my gosh. So much.
We have so many weeklies right now.
We do, and I love them. I love them so much.
I get to the end of the week, I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch my weeklies. I have 6 episodes to watch.
I am 2 episodes behind in Free Rent. I have not.
Fuck! I wanted to talk about that.
I forgot about
They're so good.
I forgot about Free Rent.
God, there was like a huge reveal
this episode. Something big? Okay. I'll get caught up.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of the people that watch our podcast are also not caught up in free run, so we wouldn't be able to talk too explicit.
All right, fine.
But so I'm 2 episodes behind in free run. But outside of that, I'm basically caught up in everything else. I watched the show you recommended for me last week, Buchigiri.
Buchigiri.
Fire.
It's good.
Fire. Before the podcast started, me and Trey were chatting about it. And you described it perfectly. Mm-hmm. It's got this Tokyo Revengers delinquents vibe, but with the goofiness and the overall just like fucking...
Everything's over the top.
And all the characters are so flamboyant.
The character designs are so colorful.
Dude, they're so sick. Like the guy with the blue hair, like I forget his name. He's super duper sick. Yeah. The guy with the green hair, he just looks like a character straight out of Tokyo Revengers. But I really like it.
Like the main guy in Saguma. Yeah. He's a fucking JoJo's character.
Dude,
the blue hair guy? Were you talking about the buzz cut with the fucking hard head?
Yes, dude, I love that guy so much. I just like them all. Literally all the characters, even though the main character is in this weird spot between like kind of bouncing gang to gang right now. Mm-hmm. I like literally all the characters. Oh, except for the girl. I hate the girl.
I do too.
The sister.
Fuck that.
I fucking hate that bitch.
I also get really mad at the main guy for not like wanting to be friends with the other like secondary main guy.
Oh, the dude who wants to be the honky?
Yeah.
I love that term.
You know, like the whole thing why he doesn't want to be is because he like abandoned him. Yeah, he got beat up. But the other kid obviously doesn't care. Just, like fix your differences and just fucking join the other gang.
Hash it out. Just talk it out for once. By the way, when I say honky, I'm not talking about the racial term towards white people. A honky is or a honkai or whatever the fuck they call it in Japan. Honky. It's like a person who's just really good at fighting in Japan.
Yeah, it's like in the time of the warrior, they like threw down their weapons and just decided to put like their full being into like martial arts. Fist fighting.
Yeah. And so that's what a honky is. So do not report me to my university campus. I would like to get my expensive piece of paper. Yes. Somewhat soon.
But no, it's very good. I think why it reminds me so much of Tokyo Revengers, not just because it's like 2 rival gangs, basically is the whole premise, but also the Saguma leader with the long hair.
Yes.
Is literally the same fucking person as like the second top dude.
The second Black Dragons. Yes. That's I couldn't remember the clan until now, or the group until now. Literally the exact
same character.
Yeah. So cool though. I love him. But yeah, Buchigiri's absolutely fire. I've been reading my weeklies. Which got a little bit further through solo leveling, and I'm not gonna lie, starting to die out.
Did you watch the episode this week?
Yeah, watch the episode. I thought the episode was great. Yeah. The art was really cool. The eyes of the dogs, the wolf things was really cool.
It's getting just like it's slowing down a little bit. So I would say like
little video gamey.
It's just like they're at the point like the first 2 episodes are just obviously gonna be like fucking banging.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's just like not as much is happening in an episode. So it's like.
Exactly.
Fuck. It's still good, but just like give me more than like, all right, he made it through the dungeon.
Exactly.
He also spent the entire last episode.
Exactly.
It was cool he came out and like threw his knife to kill him though, and then just like walked away after saving the day.
Yeah, he's just like, cool. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But solo leveling, the anime was good. Manga's it's really, really crossed that line between anime and video game, and it's just kind of becoming a video game to me right now. And
how far are you in now?
I'm like, oh god, what's the exact chapter? I'm a solid like 80, 90 chapters in. Yeah, I've read a lot.
You're in the deep end now.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm just gonna finish it at this point.
How many are out for it? Is it finished?
Yeah, it's. Oh, is it finished?
I have no clue.
I remember hearing somewhere the author died.
I don't know.
Something like that. I'm assuming it's like 100 and maybe low 200s, high 100s. Based on where the story is now, I could see them getting double the amount of chapters I've currently read out of it. Just because from a story writing perspective, they set up a lot and it's really cool. But yeah, solo leveling's been good.
I'm so sad you didn't watch Fear.
I know, we could have chatted about that. Dude. That would have been good. What else have I read? Blue Box. Yes, you got caught up in Blue Box.
Finally got caught up.
What do you think? Spoiler warning for all of our Blue Box fans. Yes. Please, if you are not caught up in the manga and you don't want to hear about this, we're about to spoil a lot. So please skip forward at least 1 minute.
I was at 1:15 and I got caught up to 132.
Yep.
So it's like whatever 17 chapters. Yep. It's good. Dude.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
We finally got like a sports festival arc, which I was waiting for.
Yep.
Fucking Taiki cheered for what's her fucking name? The main chick's name?
You're asking a lot of questions.
Chinatsu. He like cheered for her in the end of the relay race. That gave me a little good feeling.
I like how people are starting to figure out. They're like, ooh, Taki, he definitely has a girlfriend. They're like,
yes. People are starting to put some respect on Taiki's name.
Yeah, bro. They're realizing this guy's a bit of a Chad. Yeah. A little bit of a Chad here.
You got like Kyoto's brother, her sister that likes him. Yeah. Chinatsu gets like a little cute jealousy.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck
I like
is
that
this,
shit,
bro? What the fuck is this? I still think he should have ended up with the gymnast girl, personally.
Really?
I love the gymnast
I fucking hate Hina, dude. Get out of here.
She's not that focused on anymore. And I think they made her
in now. I'm like tired of it.
I like her character a lot. I like how she's just always like, that'll be 5,000 yen. Whenever they like glance in her direction.
I like this little, they're like starting to like go into other romances now, just because Taiki's like picked Chinatsu. Yeah. And like there's this little, like his one best friend with like the middle part. And the manager. That shit's good. I like that they're focusing on him a little bit, and even focusing on him in like the topic of the fucking sport they play. Badminton, yeah. And he's like showing that although he's not as good, he's still got some. Yeah,
he's got potential. Yeah, he's working hard.
And I also like the little romance blossoming between Hina and Yusa's little brother. I like that shit.
Yeah. That shit's fire. That shit's fire. He's like the one person before Taki started saying senpai to Taki. She was the one person that he was like calling senpai up to that point. So I like it. I like all the characters. I really do. I'm a big fan. And I'm excited that you're caught up now. I will say it's gonna get worse in terms of enjoyment, because you're not. Yeah. You just had it on Tapped for 17 straight.
Yeah, and I feel like some of the bigger stuff, like they fucking hugged like a good hug for the first time, so it's like gonna be another 20 chapters before anything.
Yep. And then maybe
substantial actually happens.
Maybe who knows? Maybe they might kiss.
There was like a little moment after they hugged where their faces were close up, and she was like,
and I was like, oh.
They gotta do it. They gotta do it.
Is something actually gonna fucking happen? No.
But there will be in the extra chapters. There will be some good focus on badminton, because they're starting the
tournament,
the nationals, the prelims.
Yeah, I'm excited for. I'm excited. What else have I watched this week? Not much, but I watched a little bit of Yu Yu. I saw Kurama.
Did you finish the
Dark Tournament? No, I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes. Darn it. Yeah, it's really good. I liked it a lot. I just was insanely fun.
I just can't believe you're like going this slow.
No. I grinded
Toguro fight.
Dude, I grinded like 50 episodes in like literally like 3 weeks, and I've watched maybe 8 episodes in the past 2 weeks. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. It's literally that like I'm getting home to go like, and I'll be like, oh, I'll watch some anime. Then I'll go in the living room to like put it on the TV, because I realize I can't watch anime in my bed on my laptop. I will just not watch it. I'll just sit on my fucking phone.
I do that too.
Exactly. So I'll go in the living room to watch it, and then my roommate will be watching Ace of the Diamond. And so I think I watched 20 episodes of Ace of the Diamond last week.
Yeah, last week you said you started the Toguro fight, and now you're not even done with it yet.
Yeah, it's tough.
I watched that in like one night, I think.
Dude, it's literally just that, like, I watched the first episode, Toguro's like, all right, like 60 or 70%.
2%.
Yeah, it says some shit like that.
It goes like all the way to like 180%.
Oh, does it really?
Like every episode, you just like keep saying more.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, but I mean, bro, fucking shit's fire, bro. It's really good, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Literally, for some reason I just haven't watched it. It's nothing to do with enjoyment or motivation to watch the show whatsoever. I just literally just haven't put it on.
I feel like Yu does a really good job. So like tournament arcs are obviously the shit. Yeah. But after like a 50 episode tournament arc, you're a little like,
you're burnt out.
I want some character development.
Yeah.
And they do a great job where it's a tournament arc, and then this next arc is like a really good villain.
Yeah.
With like a really crazy backstory, and like his like what he's trying to accomplish is really insane.
Yeah.
And like polar opposite of Yusuke, so it's just like really good. And then it goes to one more like tournament arc for the finale.
I see.
And it does like a really good job of just keeping you in it.
Yeah.
Doing like 3 tournament arcs, and you're like, all right, another fight. Like Togoro's a really good villain,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like he's just a good villain, not like in terms of his motives or anything, but just because what he like makes Yusuke become at the start. Like he's like the reason Yusuke becomes Yusuke.
Yeah,
and like the reason he has his motivations throughout the rest of the show. But,
no, for sure. I can see it leading up to that. I'll probably watch them tonight. I have homework due tomorrow, but like, that's tomorrow's problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fucking do it. But besides that, that's really kind of all I've watched. What have you been on this week? Oh, except for the one, but I will save that for second half.
But yep, I've basically watched the same stuff. Buchigiri, Solo Leveling. I like Solo Leveling, but I kind of said my piece on that.
Yeah,
it's good, but it's just like it's turning into a task as a weekly.
No, 100%.
But dude, Frieren and Buchigiri are like, I don't even like care. Like I'm pissed they're weeklies.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me that shit right now.
On tap. I want it on tap.
And I feel like you're gonna like rehook into Frieren after the 20th episode.
100%.
It's so
100%. Good. I literally loved it. Like I loved the pacing of time.
Frieren is hard to watch weekly though.
Yeah,
I do admit.
It's just like. It's literally just, I just keep forgetting about it. That's all it is. I love the pacing of time.
Yeah.
I love how, like, Frieren herself doesn't age, but everyone around her is aging. And I love that they've created those characters that are not just for that purpose, but, like, they also serve a purpose of giving you an idea of how long it's been. Because, like, sometimes shit kind of, like, skips forward a little bit. Like, I think it was episode, I want to say 14 or 15. Like, the purple-haired chick just got, like 6 years older.
Yeah,
and I was like, huh?
Yeah, like in the traveling, like in between episodes when they're not like doing something relevant to the plot, it does just skip like 2 years.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
I'm like, huh? What the hell? You know what? Oh, but yeah. So besides that, anything else?
I think the Ace of Diamond. Last week I was in the semis and I finished that. You finished that.
Yeah, I fucking pounded that.
Yeah, I'm trying to savor it. But I'm in the finals now. I don't remember how many innings I'm at. I think I'm 6 innings in because Tanba is pitching now.
Yep.
Dude, Tanba is not good at baseball.
Nope.
But he did good shit in the first 3 innings and he let up 2 runs. But May is just... Dude, May is so cool. He's such a little fucking asshole.
And he's perfect.
And yeah, you don't even like realize it until 3 innings in when they start talking about it. But the fact that he's like only going all out against
Yuki Tetsuya.
Yeah, it's like holy fuck, this dude's like pumping iron at 70%, and he's still striking people out.
Yeah, he's striking out like collegiate level. Some of them potentially going pro level batters at that point.
Yeah.
And the thing I love so much about that game is like when I watch sports anime and they create these people that are like they seem invincible, it's always because they give them this like almost overpowered aspect of their game. But with May, it's like this genuine, authentic level of baseball mastery.
Yeah, like it's not like he's not like he doesn't just have like 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He throws like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, but also a wicked fucking changeup, good curveball, like a cutter, a fucking forkball, like
throws to all 4 corners, and has like the mentality of just like a demon on the mound.
He is like what you want as an ace, and you can just like see that every pitcher on Sato knows that too, and they're all just like trying to become May.
Yeah, basically. Exactly. He is such a good reference point for what the standard is going to be, and like I love how they use those characters to like boost each other up and shit. I fucking love it.
And like it just happened on the like in between their semi and final. Salomura is like, I want to learn a off speed.
Yeah,
and he basically like has one already.
Yeah,
like they told him, but I'm really
that was the cutter. Right?
Yes. I'm really... Oh, but where I ended, I need to keep watching. I completely forgot this is where it ended, but like they're all starting to like kind of catch on that he's only going hard against Tetsuya because Tetsuya struck out 3 times.
Yeah.
But it just ended where the coach like tells them like May's like going 70% against you guys. Like step it up. And they're like all standing out the dugout. Like,
dude, oh my God. Coach Katoka He's so literally cool, the best coach in any sports anime I've ever watched.
He's so good. You never care about the coach at all.
I just thought of a quote that he has, and like I literally have goosebumps on my arms right now. He has this one quote that, like, if it wasn't pure fucking plagiarism, I'd throw that shit in somewhere because of how beautiful of a quote it is. It's amazing. But yeah, I love that you're loving the show, man. I love that you're loving it. It's so good.
It's good. I really want Sawamura to pitch in the final.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's going to because I can't.
You just gotta watch and find out. Bro.
I know, and I don't want it to happen because it's his third year. But I would fucking love Haruchi's brother is like kind of hurt.
Yeah,
and he's struggling. I'm like hoping Haruchi gets to go in.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Play in a final and like have a good play that like sets him up for next year. I'm like,
that would be awesome.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, it would be so cool. But yeah, so besides that, anything else that anime wise from what we watched this week? Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I think we obviously got us some Urasawa in this week, but yes. I think we're gonna take a little break quick and then we'll jump into that.
Yeah. All right, we will see you guys soon.
See you in a minute.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for sticking with us. Welcome back to the second half of this episode. We appreciate you staying by. Before we get into the anime that we watched, I have a little Bowen's bitching segment to do. So recently, I've been getting into, different types of music, because I've been trying to, allow music to give me different types of vibes for my day and stuff. And one form of music I'm really getting into is my hot girl shit, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking a little Flo Milli. I'm talking a little MIA. I'm talking a little Diamonds in the Sky action while walking to class.
MIA fucks.
MIA fucks. I love MIA. And so the other night, I did that really quirky thing that I do where I drank 40 beers and then fell asleep with my clothes on. And so I fell asleep and I was listening to music. And I thought I was listening to like some fucking like soft, like chill shit to like vibe out to. I woke up and I was listening to Flo Milli's like really popular song on repeat. And I did the math. On it. I slept for like 9.5 hours. I listened to that song in my sleep at least 200 times. There is no there's not a snowball's chance in hell that is not my number one song on Spotify this year.
Probably will be.
Dude,
that sucks.
I'm going to post it and people are going to be like, what the fuck were you?
Flo Milli.
And then not only Flo Milli, they're going to see, you listened to this 200 times in one day? What the fuck? I'm fucked. I'm fully fucked in that aspect. My Spotify Wrapped is wrapped, bro. It's over. It's roped. Yeah. Like, I have no reason to keep fucking listening to music at this point. I'm going to get a new account.
No.
I won't get a new account. It's going to be really funny. It's going to be super funny. But that was my bitch. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode a little bit here. So, for this week, I saw a clip of a anime that I'd seen on Netflix, but I hadn't given much thought to just because I saw the episode length and I was like, fuck me, that's a lot. And then I put it in perspective. It's 8 episodes, an hour each episode. And I was like, you know what? That's basically a 24 episode anime. Mm-hmm. I've watched a lot of 2 season 12 episodes animes. But the show that me and Trey watched, Trey, how many episodes did you watch?
I got through 3 yesterday.
I watched all of it because I really, really liked it. We watched Pluto, the Urasawa.
Pluto. Yep, Urasawa.
Yep, Urasawa's take on Astro Boy, which is such a fun thing that he did.
Yeah, he does. Urasawa's my favorite mangaka, but he does like a lot of his stuff like based off like clearly not real events, but like based off shit that's happened. It's like Astro Boy and then 20th Century Boys is like his spin on like this real cult.
Yeah.
That like took over like a city or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he does a good job of like reimagining situations.
No.
Clearly like a really good job.
Yeah. And I mean, holy shit. Let's talk about just the first episode.
The first episode was incredible.
Holy fucking shit. I haven't felt that much emotion when watching like a first episode of an anime in a very long time. Like dude, I almost cried.
It's good.
I almost cried. North number 12. Holy fuck, what a beautiful dynamic that is. For those who don't know what Pluto is about, I have watched the whole show and I can't really tell you too much. Just cause there's a lot of plot points to it. But the premise of it is this, storytelling trope of what makes a human? And if you've ever seen the movie I, Robot or the original Blade Runner, it's this idea of, is it like the heart that pumps blood, the brain that thinks, or is it like the things we feel and the actions we do? And so it's these robots have gotten so, advanced and so futuristic that, like, from a visual standpoint, you can't even tell anymore. So what's the point in calling them robots anymore? They're as close to human beings as you can possibly
Some of them
be.
I can't even tell until they sit down and eat a meal.
Yeah, exactly. And then until they say, like, I'm a robot. Yeah. But I absolutely, holy shit, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah. I guess you could kind of wrap the main premise in it just being like, the main guy is like a robot detective, and like basically the humans and the 7 most advanced robots in the world are slowly being murdered and destroyed, and he is also one of the 7 strongest robots. So he's obviously just like trying to solve who this killer is before he dies and everyone else dies.
Yeah, one of the other 7 strongest robots is Astro Boy. Yep. So cool that he got that. I love that take, because I never even thought about it like that. Like, that's such a cool idea, just like this futuristic robot that's so close to a boy. Like, sure, you can use him to fight crime, but like, there's so much depth to that idea as a whole. And dude, how do we go about this without just like completely spoiling the first episode? Because it's literally all I want to talk about is just the first episode. First episode was my favorite episode by far.
Yeah, I agree. I had some grievances with the show after the first episode.
Episode 2 I thought was really, really slow and a little mundane. Episode 3 I thought was... Episode 2 was the champion robot, correct? Or was that episode 3?
Yes. Mondo.
Yes, Mondo. Yes. I liked Mondo's character. I really thought he was a really cool character. I thought he was like, the one thing this show does so well is, as we've said already, it's these robots are getting hunted down. So you meet this robot and you see the life that this robot is living, and it's basically just a human. They're basically just a human. They're just, they have a family that they're
married,
taking. They have kids. They have a family. Like, they have morals, values. They're providing for people. And then, as we've talked about, these robots die. So each episode is fucking heartbreaking at the end.
Yeah, it's because they're gonna die too, and then it just gets you to fucking fall in love with the character and just
love them,
love everything about them, and all the people close to them are just gonna be shattered.
Yeah, absolutely shattered. And oh my god, bro, it's the first episode.
And, he does a phenomenal fucking job too of like, clearly it's a bit repetitive because it's just 7 robots being hunted and like they're all getting mowed down basically. Yeah. But he does such a good job of like showing the differences in their emotions, even though they're robots, and like their take on like being more than a robot basically, and also just like getting you to care about them in a different way. Yeah, fully. And showing their lives in a different way. It's beautiful. Urasawa is so good.
He's such a good writer. Like, genuinely such a good writer. The dialogue, he walks this very, very thin line, which is like, there's parts that are robotic that you can tell are like programmed into, especially the main robot, the detective. What it's like, Gazette. Yes, Gazette. Gazette has these lines that are very robotic, but then like, you see him with his wife, and you see how he's so caring and thoughtful of his wife, and how he feels bad that he's always at work because he's like, we've scheduled trips and we can't go on trips, and I love you, and I want to spend this time with you, and I'm like, this is a fucking robot? How is this a fucking robot? It
opens like the first scene of him in this first episode too is him like waking up.
Yeah. From like a
talking
nightmare.
About a dream. Yeah. And then like kissing his wife, saying he needs to go on a vacation. And you're like, and then the next scene he's like fucking jumping off a bridge and he sees a robot. You're like, what the hell?
What the fuck is going on? I absolutely love it, man. The most, like, the best first, I'm not going to say the best first episode. That's a fucking hot take.
It's hard to say that too, just because of it's like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's not one episode whatsoever. But as what would that be called? An ONA, an original network adaptation? Because that would be Netflix. Sure. Yeah, I think it's an ONA. Okay. I'm going to say it's my favorite ONA I've ever watched. And dude, the first episode is so fucking good. The premise of it is you get brought into this world, and like the first because they're an hour long each. The first 30 minutes you're learning about what this world is, the problem in this world, which is these robots are getting cut down. You find this first character who's like this robot that everyone loves, and he's dead now. And so like the detective is trying to hunt it down, and then boom, it switches to the second robot that will eventually die. It's obvious just based on like the plot of the show, which is these robots getting hunted down. And like the robot, he is I'm trying not to just spoil everything.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It's really hard. But the robot is basically a battle machine. He was in war, and you see this robot having PTSD from war. And it's like, wait a minute.
They're so human. It's crazy.
And like, how is this? This is a human. This is more human than like some other humans out there, like horrible people. And like this dude feels genuine regret and emotion. And it's like, all he wants to do is just learn to play the fucking piano, man. He just wants to learn to play the fucking piano.
And then I get that feeling too with like every Mont Blanc flashback.
Oh, Mont Blanc. Fucking love Mont Blanc.
I wish we saw more of Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc's a G, bro. Yeah. Like, oh my God. It's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. And I mean, all around, I highly recommend this show. Like, I seriously cannot recommend it enough. I think it is a take on a trope of fiction and movies in general that is, while it's done well in a lot of cases, I think it's done gimmicky in a lot of the more, spotlighty cases, such as, in my opinion, iRobot. I think iRobot's a fucking awesome movie.
It's an awesome watch. It's super fun, but it's like the robot shit and like the AI shit in iRobot, you're like, okay.
Oh, right, sure.
I've seen this 36 times.
Exactly.
It's like every single fucking news headline about AI now is like the plot of iRobot.
Yeah, exactly. And so like the different take that he takes on this commonly used film trope is amazing. It's fucking amazing. I mean, truly, I've finished it now, and if I was to give this show a rating, the only complaint I have is, like you were talking about, the repetitiveness of the episode. It's set up, obviously, that all 7 of these robots are going to die. And there's 8 episodes. So the repetitiveness of the show is genuinely the only complaint that I have. And so that is the only thing that's keeping it from a 10 in my mind. Yeah. Literally the only thing that's keeping it from a 10. I'm giving this, just because I don't want to do fucking decimals, just because I think that shit's just like, it creates too many issues. I'm going to just give it a 9. Like, I genuinely think it's as close to perfect as you can possibly be.
Yeah. And then with the repetition too, I almost like started to find myself like, because I know they're going to die, I like find myself trying to disconnect with them before they die. So I don't care so much.
Because I don't want to get broken like that. And let me tell you, I did every time. That's why the first episode hit me so hard. I'd hope that he wasn't going to die. I was like, maybe he'll win the fight. Maybe he'll do it. Maybe he'll win.
Oh, it's so cool.
And then the old man goes outside and he's like,
I know, he can't see.
He can't see, dude.
And he's singing the song while he's fighting.
Oh, and he's like, dude, come back to me, my boy. Yeah, oh my God, I'm going to cry now. There's this beautiful relationship between these two characters of this old man and this robot, this like killing machine. That is what he's made to be. You never see his body until the very last moments, and he is a killing fucking machine. And they form a beautiful friendship, which later on literally turns into a father-son bond. And it's like, this old man lived his entire life hating families and being like, families are nothing but, fucking distractions from work. And at the end, all he wants is his family, which is this robot back. And it's, oh my God, bro. That shit.
So good.
That shit. Oh, I have goosebumps. I love it so much.
Good. I mean, Urasawa is obviously just a fucking master mangaka. He has 20th Century Boys, which is like my favorite manga.
Yeah. Oh, Pluto. We got to mention that earlier. I read the first 10. Yes. We do got to talk about that in a bit.
And he has Monster. And I feel like he just has this ability. Obviously, his shit goes so fucking deep.
Urasawa wrote Monster?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dude, Monster's goated. Monster's so fucking good.
Ursawa's the king, dude.
Bro, Johan is literally he's my number one villain. He wrote Monster?
You can't tell with the art.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I literally didn't. What the fuck?
He's so good.
Dude, this guy's goated.
He's so good.
Goated.
But he just has like this ability where like, I think it's what makes his shit just so like right from the get-go, so enjoyable, is that he has the most simple fucking plots of all time.
Yep.
Like, Monster is a serial killer, and it's like a cat and mouse chase.
Yeah.
Like, Pluto is like a detective trying to figure out who
it's like a noir film.
He's gonna get caught. And then, like, 20th Century Boys is, like, a group of, like, normal kids trying to save the world.
Yeah.
But then he just expands it, and he adds, like, Oda-level fucking mysteries.
And, like, these real-world concepts.
And then he gives you the most electric fucking, like, group of characters and casts every single time. And he never fucking misses.
Never.
He's so good. But I feel like what I had wrong with Pluto was that I feel like he's so good at slow revealing plot and, like, build up of mystery even as he's revealing shit. Like, it's usually, like, the reveal leads to another mystery. But I feel like in Pluto, by the 3rd episode, he was, like, almost giving you shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on. Like, this is your fucking, like cream of the crop. Yeah. Fucking, like, stretch this out to, like, 3 seasons and, like, give me even more.
Yeah, yeah.
But, because that's, like, how 20th Century Boys does it. And obviously, I just love 20th Century Boys.
Yeah.
But I just wanted more from it. Mm-hmm. But it's still, it's so good. I'm definitely going to finish it.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I high-key recommend. It was fucking phenomenal. I haven't felt this passionate about an anime in so long. Mm-hmm. I mean, if we look at the time constraints of it, I texted you, Sunday? About this?
So you called me. We had like a plan for the episode and you called me. You're like, you gotta watch this instead.
Dude, yeah. I picked this up on Sunday. I haven't watched a 24 episode anime in a day in so fucking long. In so long.
Shows how fucking good it is.
Dude, it genuinely shows how fucking good it is. If you have not watched Pluto, I mean, at this point, you fucking know what it is. But if you have not watched Pluto, I've said it 3 or 4 times already. I cannot stress it enough. Please watch Pluto.
So good.
It was a masterpiece. It was genuinely a masterpiece in every aspect of the way. But to segue a little bit into a little, unless, do you have anything else you want to talk about Pluto or anything?
No, I might just add some stuff as we talk about his other works.
Yeah. To segue a little bit, Trey he was like, if you like Pluto, like, read 20th Century Boys.
I need you to get into this.
I'll get into it. I will say, starting off, we talked about it a little bit before the episode started. But the concept of time in the first 10 chapters of 20th Century Boys is a little tough to understand. Like, the main character...
There are a shitload of, like, flashbacks.
Yeah.
And then as you get on, there are time jumps, too.
Yeah.
So that is, like, the biggest problem with it for me, too.
It's a little... The contingency of time is a little hard to keep up with. Like, it took me a little bit to figure out what the actual main timeline is.
Especially since, like, it starts not in the main timeline start, and then he never mentions the year as you're reading. It's just always one page.
Yep.
Start a chapter that says the year. Nothing else. And then... Like, I always found myself going back and being like, all right, what fucking year is this again?
Gotta chronologically order these events in my mind. And, you know, it's, like I said, I'm 10 chapters into this. I can't base my opinion fully off of this. Where it's at right now, it's not that I dislike it whatsoever. It's a super interesting concept. I love the idea of a cult. Like, I think that's so cool. I love the idea of this character just called Friend. I'm like, who the fuck is Friend? I'm like, that's such an ominous and ambiguous term to give, like, a leader. And it just the name paints so much about that character and, like, gives you so much depth of what this character is trying to do, the mental state of this character. Like, to call yourself Friend, to be like, I am your friend. Like, that's just fucking creepy as hell. Like, the beauty dude, I haven't been this passionate about anything in a really long time. The beauty of this show is in all of his stuff that I've read so far, like Monsters, because I fucking loved Monster. I loved Monster so much. It's amazing. Monster's so good. Monster, please read it.
I can't believe you didn't know Urasawa wrote it.
I had no fucking idea Urasawa wrote that. Dude, that shit's goated as fuck. Johan is an incredible villain. The most evil person.
He's one of, like, my favorite antagonists.
He's my number, like, in terms of development of a villain, he's my number one. Because for those of you who don't know what Monster is, the premise of it is there's this really world-renowned doctor. He's working his way up to becoming, like, basically head doctor of this hospital. And he's super far down the line. He's so well respected. And he is getting sick of the fact that he's being told who to save. And he's upset at the fact that he's being told who to save. So one day, the mayor of a town comes in, or the mayor of his city comes in. Is it Tokyo? Is it where it takes place?
Yeah, it's like a mayor, like a political figure.
Political figure or something like that comes in, and he is about to die. But this little boy comes in that is also about to die. And he has to make the decision, who am I going to save? And he picks the little boy. And so he saves the little boy, and then flash forwards a little bit. The little boy is basically Hitler. Like, he is the most evil human being in the world, a serial killer. He like is horrible to children. There's not a redeeming factor about this character besides the fact that his evil acts keep the plot going. That is the only aspect to it. And I mean, holy fucking shit, is that show phenomenal.
It's such a good take on like a sociopath.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, dude, the writing style of Johann and his character are, he doesn't even develop whatsoever as a character because there's zero emotional attachment towards any of his actions. And so he stays as a character stagnant. But I mean, from the fucking rip, when you meet Johann in the, what do you call it? When you meet Johann in the parking, like the parking garage thing, you realize immediately, this guy is...
There's no fucking life in his eyes.
No life in his eyes. The art, the way Urasawa drew the doctor looking at Johann there and like them looking at each other, the juxtaposition of their eyes is fucking beautiful. I mean...
Which is so crazy to do just in black and white.
Black
fucking
and
2D
white.
drawing.
2D drawing, black and white, and just how do you do that? And it goes to show how good of an author he is, or mangaka he is. But back to 20th Century Boys. Back to 20th Century Boys. High key recommend Monster. Please read it or watch or fucking inject it into your veins. Yeah. Get it in your brain somehow. I really like 20th Century Boys right now. Mm-hmm. It's a cool premise. The symbol is getting a little confusing.
Yeah,
just because I'm like,
once you like fully understand the symbol, that's when I was like, I'm fucking all in with this shit. And
because you see the little kids put the symbol on their box, and he's like, "This is the friendship symbol," and then boom, it switches in who I'm assuming is the antagonist of the story. Friend is standing on that symbol, and I'm like. What that makes me think is I'm like, okay, so is Friend one of the members of that group? I'm like, is that what that is? But like, obviously I'm 10 chapters in. I don't have fuck all for answers yet. But like, dude, there's like 10 chapters and this much, this many plot points is crazy.
Dude, it like continues to grow in like plot points too. Like through 90 chapters.
Yeah.
Like you're like 90, 100 chapters in, you're like, finding a complete new thing, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
dude? Like now I got to figure this out too. But
like,
it's so
fuck me,
good.
another Scooby-Doo mystery incorporated episode. Yeah, I love that. Good. That's actually, dude. Pluto is kind of just Scooby-Doo. Where they got their whole band of casting, their casting crew, but a lot of them die. So, but I mean, shit, dude. I really like, because I said I've only read so much of 26.
It's a slower start than most of his shit, but
I really have nothing left to say about Urasawa, but besides fucking W Urasawa.
Yeah, I mean,
can't spell it without W.
What you need to get through this episode is read anything Urasawa has ever written. He's fucking goated. He's so good,
dude. That was genuine shock in my eyes when you told me he wrote Monster. That was genuine shock. I've never even thought about who wrote Monster. I probably should have looked into it at some point because it is just incredible fiction. But his ability to write these mysteries is like, holy fuck, man. Like, it's insane. It's so good.
I fucking love it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't have anything else this episode.
Yeah, I really don't have anything else either. I'm cool with calling her on a little shorter episode. It'll be easier for you guys to listen to and watch. But what advice am I going to leave you with today? There's so many things in this world to be grateful for. You know what I mean? I got a full belly. I got good friends. I got nothing to complain about. So please be grateful. You know what I mean? Just be grateful. Mm-hmm. Make your bed, call your parents, tell them you love them, hug your mom, hug your grandparents, fucking call your siblings if you got them, do all of that shit. Take care of yourself.
Do your homework.
Do your fucking homework. Do your fucking homework if you're in college. Those are free fucking points. Do not miss free points.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good episode. I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.